YouTube, quick intro to this video. One of my favorite profitable jobs is your water supply valve, quarter turn valve replacement. Most of them, all the ones I do, I just take off the existing one, either sweat it off, and then sweat a new one on with some solder. I don't really use the crush nut valves, and I don't trust them. So I will say first, if you're doing this, then I'm not responsible for you missing your joint and causing leaks. You do this at your own risk, but practice makes perfect. And once you get your soldering down good, there was a point when I had leaks, and now I'm knock on wood, I'm pretty good as far as checking everything and having to go back and redo my work, because I haven't had to do that in a long time. So again, profitable job. Great. Most people, you don't want to turn their entire house water off just because they have a leaky faucet, leaky valve. So they'll pay the money to replace these. So let's go through it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like and subscribe. Let's get to it. You're gonna need to be able to cut the copper, this is my case, but you might be able just to sweat off whatever valve you're replacing. But in my case, I'm going to need a 1/2 inch 3/4 copper cutting tool. This is a C34 1/2 inch and 3/4 rigid. Love it. I actually have 2 of these. Because I always misplace it for a little bit, and then I'll find it. Something to mar the copper, the new, so you get a good sealing with the flux and the solder. You're gonna need flux, because obviously without flux nothing sticks. You need your quarter turn valve, flux brush, obviously some solder, and first to go on would be a flange. You don't always, this is just for me, I put flanges on, but you don't have to. And you're gonna need some sort of heating tool. So this is obviously a butane torch. Would recommend obviously something professional grade. But yeah, that's what you're gonna need for this little project. Let's get to it. After you turn your water off, find a kitchen, whatever, first floor, something if you can below what you're actually trying to repair, and turn the valve on, drain all the pressure out of the system. That way you minimize any water leakage. All right, we're gonna start with this one right here. So take your, for me, I'm just gonna take my cutoff and take this stopper right off. If there's a valve here already, you're just gonna have to heat it up, make sure all the water's out, heat it up and sweat it off, and, melt the existing solder and yank it off. So let's get to it. All right, back, butane. Gonna heat it up, put some flux on it. There we go. Be liberal with the flux. It doesn't cost that much. Like I said, this is what makes the solder adhere to the copper. And our valve, you're gonna want to score the inside of this too, so we got a good and prep surface for the solder. And I also flux inside here too, just to be safe. That's basically it. Now we're gonna go right on, just like that. And I always keep the valve open while I'm heating it up and soldering it on, for pressure and whatnot. So I'm not sure if that helps or not, but that's what I do. And solder's right here. You get a little, just like that. Then I wrap it around just so I can kind of just go like that, and so. Obviously you want to get all the water's cooking out of there, so. I'm getting a phone call from Home Advisor again. Hello, this is Richard. Hello. And goodbye. All right, back to it. Let's see how we're doing. You obviously want to get a good tight seal all the way around. Switch hands. All right. Looks like we're good on that. Take the brush, get some some flex on it. Dissipate the extra solder. Makes for a nice clean joint. Just inspect it. Looks like we're pretty good to go. Let it cool down. You can either, I don't like force cold, making it, putting really cold water on it because, things expand. So I'll just let it basically air cool. Close the valve. Make sure you close the valve, turn the water back on and test it. Moving on to this one. All right, so I don't know if you guys can hear it. I got the water running in the other bathroom. So it's pressurized, no leaking. I'm gonna clean that up too, obviously. Not too bad. I'll pull the flanges back and just clean up the drywall a little bit, but you're obviously not gonna see this area very much. Another successful little repair here. And obviously your pricing is going to be different because if there's a cabinet here, you have to work around. Getting to this location can be extremely difficult. So, my pricing fluctuates depending on how I need to contort my body to get to this location. And if there's, enough copper to actually, sweat something on, cut something off, etc., etc. So, all right, a little repair in the books. Well, after I get done doing these and there, this one starts to leak. So, with every job, you always tell them, hey, it's a possibility, it's old. So, change order, collect whatever payment you need to per your contract, and I already have this stuff in stock, so swapping this one out as well. All right, so this is just basically the same thing. This one had the little washer on it. It took me a little bit to get off, so I used the vice grips to pry it out, and in doing that, I kind of ruined the front part of the half-inch copper, which I was cutting out anyway, so you'll see me cut it out and put the sweat on the new quarter-turn valve. Like and subscribe to these videos. See you guys in the next one. I got plenty more coming out, and now I'm just playing with this editing kind of stuff. So like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you. All right, so finished product. I do obviously sand and paint the the backing here, and then also obviously the little spot over there that I got with a torch. But I leave this down here. I always stay about an hour just in case there's any leaks. You know, you hit it, you move it around, but there's absolutely no leaking from it. And working toilet, obviously. So that's it for this one. Bonus. Now I did give a discount for this one since I'm already here. I already have my tools in the same, absolutely the same exact area. So I did give a $25 discount for this one. But that's only fair for me, honestly. No discounts for these other two because that was originally part of the estimate. But this one, change order and a discount because I'm already here. All the hard work as far as getting everything to the site is already done. So, all right, that's it for this.